welcome back to Well Played. I'm Caroline Hendershot.
I'm Blake Morgan. I was just admiring your arm candy. It's so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So pretty. Yeah. Show us a bit.
Just a little.
And then go like this in front of the mic.
ASMR.
Yeah.
What can I say?
There you go. We have a lot of topics to cover today, and I was extremely late to the studio, so we're going to have to speed right through them, but with care and love.
Yeah. Not speed. Maybe with purpose.
With zest.
With zest.
For sure.
Love that.
Which includes NFL training camp, because there's this one guy I keep hearing about, and I want to ask you about him.
Okay.
WNBA clapbacks, NBA, just, we got to know what the boys are up to.
Yeah. Like a little check-in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one guy in particular, too.
I have a quick non-sports related question for you before we get started. Are you watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, or are you lame? Okay.
Everybody keeps asking me about it. First of all, I thought it was a show for kids. I thought it was a show for kids.
It is.
It is. And I'm the loser.
I'm a child. It is.
You're the second adult to ask me about this show.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I'm hate watching it, I would say.
I heard it's messy because it's like a love triangle, but they're brothers.
Yes.
What a concept.
That part pisses me off, but it's fine.
That's not even it.
No. I'm just hate watching this season, and I kind of wanted to talk to you about it, but it's fine. I guess I'll just talk to no one.
Since there's very few half Asians in Hollywood, I've been compared to Lola Tung because she's like the only person who's like half Asian and very visible in Hollywood.
That feels like a layup that people should think harder about.
Wait, in a bad way or a good?
No, it's just like, no, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a great comparison. I'm just like, dive a little deeper.
Who else though?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm bad at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more so better at like people look like animals. Okay. Anyways, Sean's yelling at us. Okay. So make sure you check out our full-length video of this and every episode on YouTube. Just search for Well Played by The Skim on YouTube. Or if you prefer to listen, make sure you hit the follow button on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts, honestly. Like, comment, subscribe, DM us. You know the drill. Okay, let's get to playing La Field. Let's start with a shout out to the one and only Miss Hailee Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Because, Blake, would you like to explain what happened?
I feel like you should explain what happened because this came to your desk.
Oh my God, my desk. Okay, so on Friday, Hailee Steinfeld releases her newsletter, Beau Society. And
which stands for BS.
BS, yes. And so she releases it every Friday. And this past week, she shouted out, Well Played.
The podcast you happen to be listening to right now.
Right now. As a recommendation of what to listen to, probably because we talked about Mr. Hailee Steinfeld, otherwise known as Josh Allen, and how he and the Bills will be featured on Hard Knocks. And we really want them to, give us a little inside look on Hailee and Josh and just like home life and what life is like outside the little gridiron.
It's so funny though because we've talked about her so many times before.
Yeah.
So I wonder how it got picked up this time.
I don't know, but
it was in our title though. I wrote a very Hailee Hard Knocks.
There you go, because it's all
I
about
write
Hailee.
those show notes. Secret. Oh my God.
But anyways, this is our it's not us freaking out. We're like so chill about it.
Normal about it.
But this is our pitch to collab. So anyways,
well, she did ask, she said Blake, and I think we need to update our YouTube channel or something.
I think so too.
Or our intro video. I think it's Amanda and I, who last summer was hosting while we were looking for Caroline, and then we found her and she was perfect.
Oh my God.
She referred to us as Blake and Amanda.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm happy to be comped as Amanda.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll change my name.
She did invite us to be featured on
Beau Society. Yeah, so we're down. Anyways,
we're there.
Our formal plea.
Yeah.
But also funny because Scott's brothers, ahead of our wedding, did say that Scott looked like Josh Allen if he had a bacon, egg, and cheese addiction, aka like a fat Josh Allen. And I'd never thought that. And then I looked at him and I was like, oh, I guess you kind of do have some similarities.
That is like such an original roast. I love it.
It's a brother roast if I've ever heard it. That was like very well thought out. So anyways, it's meant to be. It was written in the stars.
Absolutely. Scott manifested that one with one too many bacon, egg, and cheese.
For us. Okay, so let's get into Pretty Boys of the NFL, because it is, I guess, some pretty boys in the NFL could be considered officially in their Hailee Steinfeld era, because it looks like the leading member, Mr. Travis Kelce, who we love to talk about. So he did the greatest thing that has ever been done.
For Swifties.
I don't know, for everyone. He gave us a 13 photo carousel dump of like behind the scenes of his off season, and like 11 of the 13 had Taylor in them, and it was freaking incredible. Give that man the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't know, like it was so good, and so much of it was like behind the scenes. But anyways, if you're as psychotic as I am, which you should be, people zoomed into his lock screen on the tabletop of one of the photos.
Hard to miss, guys.
Yeah, and kind of Taylor looks like she's going like this, like with her hands. So like she's showing off her fingers, and one would assume she would be showing off her ring. No?
Well, because I am a non-Swiftie person.
So a hater?
Yes. I just believe that Travis's social team and Taylor's social team came together, and they had to like pick 13 photos only because that's her lucky number, right?
Of course.
I believe Tree Payne had a hand in this. I think that she had to vet all the pictures.
Nothing gets by Tree Payne.
No, and I think this is just like another
Easter egg.
Exactly, and it's just like another way to get people talking because they know it's gonna work. Okay, but look, we're talking about it.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When she was at Tight End University and she was singing with George Kittle, you can see her left hand. And you just see the inside though, but you see there's like a band. It's not like diamonds, but like you see a band on her ring finger. So people were like, what the hell is that?
But then also people wear things on their, like, I mean, I'm not married and I'm wearing a ring on my ring finger, on my left ring finger.
That ring is literally about love.
It is about love. I know that.
Thank you.
But
point in case.
Sometimes I switch it up.
Point in case. Point case. I think it's the other way around.
Pointed in the case.
But I like point.
I liked yours.
Thank you.
That was nice.
But anyway,
so do you think they're engaged? Yes or no?
I don't think so, because I don't think that it would be able to not be kept secret. Like she couldn't go to Tight End University and have some dummies tell their friends, and then it would have gotten out, you know? So I don't think they're
I like how all roads lead back to the dummies at Tight End University.
Love them.
And not like the paparazzi.
No, I love those dummies, but someone's going to slip up, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think that they're not engaged. However, it was an incredible photo dump.
It was like your Christmas.
It was.
In July.
I was screenshotting it and going down an absolute rabbit hole. It was crazy.
It's kind of, I will say, nice to have like a resident Swiftie bestie in you.
Thank you.
So that when these things happen, I know who to talk to.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Continuing along with the Travis Pretty Boy news, he was seen at Chiefs training camp sporting his old look.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. The 90s flow that he had going on that I was not really a fan of, but then somebody described it as like a 90s heartthrob hairdo.
Leo DiCaprio.
Immediately, obviously saw him in my head.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Jack Dawson.
Yeah.
And when they described it like that,
R.I.P. Jack Dawson.
May he rest. May he rest. When someone described it like that, I was like, okay, I could actually get behind it more. But I just think he looks so good with a buzz cut.
No, I think
Travis.
I think everyone agrees that Travis looks good with a buzz cut.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And he looks all American in like just the appropriate amount of ways. You know?
I just don't think, and maybe it was like, I think I'm having trouble imagining him growing it out from buzz cut to Jack Dawson. Like I don't remember that in between stage, because I think it probably would look good in the in between stage. I just think it got too long.
Yeah.
And then it got to like a weird middle part, and I'm like, we don't need to be doing that.
But that makes it the signature.
No,
90s
but
look.
I don't need that. Like no one needs that. So, anyways,
it's also like, you know, when you like get a bob, which you've been toying the idea with. I saw on your TikTok. It's like there's always that awkward middle ground.
Yeah.
Where was that for him?
Exactly.
I feel like
I don't remember that phase. Yeah. So
interesting point, Caroline.
Thank you. Very transfixed by haircuts right now. Also, he was featured in Happy Gilmore 2.
And you watched it.
I watched it.
You watched it on
the
Netflix.
day it came out. Yep, on Friday.
Wild Friday night.
No, literally, it was the greatest Friday night plans I could have imagined. I did have to work the next day, so it wasn't too crazy. But yeah. It was a great movie. He was actually a great actor. I was afraid that he was going to be bad, but he like played the role that he had to play very well and very on brand. And I think some people are going to be annoyed that like it was very similar to Happy Gilmore 1, or that it wasn't like new. It was like, no, I'm here for it because every scene you were like, oh my God, they're in this too. And they're in this. Bad Bunny, hilarious.
That comes with a 47 celeb cameo.
Yeah. And it was, I thought, very, very funny and great. And also Scotty Scheffler, again, because I'm obsessed with him. at one point, he punches another player in the face.
Ooh.
And I was like dying laughing. And I was like, oh my God, it would be so funny if he got arrested. And then boom, the cops walk out and arrest him. And he's like, not my first rodeo. I know what to do. And I was like, yes. I was like so happy.
Wow, they really brought it like into real life.
Yeah. And
That's
he was
fun.
like willing to play along, which I appreciated.
Okay, I need to rewatch the first one because I honestly have only seen it once.
You should.
Yet I have seen Click like a billion times.
Click used to fuck me up.
I don't know
That's a
why.
sad fucking
Like, why
movie.
did we like it so much?
I don't know.
It's a bad movie.
It's sad though. Okay. Also worth noting that Adam Sandler, the star of Happy Gilmore, obviously paid homage to the late Johnny Gaudreau. He was spotted in the film wearing an Ice House hockey jersey featuring the number 13. That was Johnny Gaudreau's number. And Ice House is a rink in New Jersey where Johnny Gaudreau obviously grew up in New Jersey. Now there's like a little bit of discourse of, was this Johnny Gaudreau's childhood rink? I don't know, because it's more northern Jersey. He grew up like just outside of Philly, essentially, in South Jersey. People think it was like, oh, it was probably because they were filming close to there. But the 13 is definitely because of Johnny Gaudreau, which is a very sweet, sweet tribute. So I liked that.
Unexpected.
Yeah, but I really appreciated that.
Yeah. And then finally, it wouldn't be a Taylor and Travis update this week if we didn't include this wild story to me of this couple who just named their newborn baby after Travis and Taylor.
It's a no from me, dog.
The baby's name is Kelsey Taylor. Kelsey spelled as the last name goes, Kelce.
They're not even married.
They're not.
What are we doing?
They're not, but I've also like never been behind. It's not even like truly personal to Taylor this time.
No, me either. No,
I just don't understand the trend of naming your kid after famous people.
Me either. You don't
Because what if they do
them.
something bad too?
Also, you don't know them.
You
They could be
don't.
an absolute jackass. Not that either of those two are, but like
that we know of.
they could be like a terrible person and like just really good at masking it. I feel like you'd probably find out some of that ahead of time, but like still, or they could like go off the deep end. Who knows?
Exactly. You just never know.
Yeah.
And the caption read, "We are so excited to announce the birth of the youngest Swiftie and newest member of the Chiefs Red Kingdom."
Yeah, it's too much for me. Yeah,
little
but
much
happy for the baby that like baby's healthy and happy.
Happy baby is alive.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let us get into some NFL training camp news. All 32 teams are back at it again with the white bands. Do you remember that?
Of course.
Yeah, that was good. Are back at it in preparation for the new season, and there's always drama to be found, especially in the land of the Cowboys, Jerry World. That is
Jerry World.
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, so why do I keep hearing about, this is what I was referring to in the
Yes.
intro. Why do I keep hearing about this Micah Parsons character? I've heard his name last year, but he's just been, that name's been swirling around. It even came out of the mouth of Jerry Jones himself.
Yeah, it sure friggin' did. So Micah Parsons, very, very, very talented defensive end in football. That's essentially the guy that's typically trying to sack the quarterback. And he has been stellar. Now he is on the last and final year of his rookie contract. So essentially his contract will expire at the end of this season. He wants to get an extension before the season really begins.
Of course.
Now,
Get your bag.
of course. You earned it, King. Now, there's two ways that players try to accomplish this typically. One's cold. One's
that.
called holding out, and one's called holding in.
Okay, and he's holding in.
I
knew it!
Nailed it. Okay. So holding out is when you straight up don't report to camp. Now, you could be fined like daily for not showing up. It's definitely more aggressive. It sends like a very direct message to the team. Holding in is when you do show up to camp, but for some reason or another, you don't participate in like either some or majority of or whatever. Micah Parsons.
He has an injury.
He has some back soreness.
Does he actually have the injury or is he faking it?
I don't know. My back's sore right now. I mean, again, I also couldn't play football, so neither here nor there. But he isn't doing really any big contact. So like Sunday when they put the pads on, he came out but had no pads on, so he didn't participate in any of that. And the thing is that like Myles Garrett and TJ Watt both signed massive deals, and they're both defensive ends ahead of this year's season. So they're both getting paid over $40 million per season. TJ Watt just reset the market with $123 million for 3 years. So he wants that kind of money. He's like, I am one of the best defensive ends. It is one of the most important positions. I should be paid what I'm worth.
Jerry.
Respectable. Now, here's the whole plot twist. People are pissed because, and this is no shade to Mr. Cavender, but Jake Ferguson, Hailee Cavender's fiance, who is a tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, he just got paid like a 3-year $52 million deal. That is problematic because it's like you should be prioritizing your best, most important players first. Not that he is not good or deserves that or any of it, but it's more so like Micah has been like on this train for a while.
Right.
And it's like getting dragged out. And this is very classic Jerry Jones. Yeah.
And he like name dropped. He talked about him in that press conference, right?
Oh, yeah. He loves to do that. And
then he compared this situation to that thing with Dak Prescott, who got injured after they had already agreed to pay him a lot of money.
Yes.
So he's like, I don't want to see that happen again.
Right. He was like, I don't want to do that. And it's like, Jerry, that's not really how that works. And also, like, that's what you, like, so JJ Watt then essentially quoted Jerry Jones and was like, he tweeted about it and was like, anytime you like publicly take a dig at your quarterback and your star pass rusher simultaneously right before the season begins, like that you're asking for trouble essentially because that doesn't want to make anyone go out and work hard for you.
Yeah.
Like, no shit.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
Yeah.
It does
like,
piss
why am
me
I trying
off.
my hardest for you? You don't even appreciate me.
Yeah. And also, I'm sorry. You're sitting up there like, I get you write my paycheck, but like, you're not putting your body on the line. Like, pay me what I'm worth. I get that. So
Micah can either, like, what if they're like, nah, fuck you, we're not paying you?
He could hold out. Like, he could just refuse to play games for the rest of the season.
Damn.
Yeah.
It probably won't go that far, right?
I would hope not. That would be so Cowboys. It hurts, but like just because bad like mismanagement. But I don't think so. I think it will just drag on much longer than necessary. And I hope he gets paid ASAP.
Okay,
so we'll see.
Hoping that pulls through.
But essentially, like at a team event this past week, fans literally were chanting "Pay Micah" like as Jerry Jones was walking on stage.
Yeah.
So everyone is on this train except for Mr. Jerry Jones. Yeah, doesn't feel great.
Come on, Grandpa.
Yeah, I know.
One thing I didn't really have on my training camp bingo card is what the wags give their, I guess, boyfriends / husbands, and it's just like a basket full of goodies, right, for their men.
That makes sense. Like a little care package.
Yes, but I heard, I read somebody compared it to something called a boo basket. And I sent it to you, and I was like, what is a boo basket?
I've never been more ready to fight you on a topic.
Which is crazy because literally I asked 5 people that same day we were fighting about this, and they had no idea what you were talking about.
Okay, but for a publication to literally name drop that in the fucking
It was
title,
in the caption only. It was in the caption only.
If for them to put it in the caption, that means that majority of the world knows what a boo basket is.
No. Sean, do you know what a boo basket is?
We need a poll.
He has no idea. And nobody in our production
We're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll on the story, and we're going to see if people understand what a boo basket is or not.
Okay.
Now, for those that don't know, when I grew up in my neighborhood, we had this thing called ghosting around Halloween. It would like lead up to Halloween. So it was like the days coming up to the 31st. So, and you should know this because your birthday is literally Halloween.
No.
But I digress. So what would happen is like someone, I don't know who would start it. I think like someone had to start it probably every year. But someone would ding dong ditch you essentially. And on your front doorstep, there would then be a basket that was left. It was usually like a trick-or-treating, like, you know, those pumpkins. It was filled with like all Halloween stuff. So there was some candy in there was some decorations, but then most importantly, there was a ghost, like a hand-drawn usually, and you would put it up in your front window, like near your front door. And so people would know that you got ghosted. It has also been referred to getting booed. Like I've heard that as well. So then, i.e. that basket that is left on your front doorstep would be the boo basket. We didn't call it getting booed. We call it getting ghosted.
But you knew of that basket to be called the boo basket.
Yes, because I had like heard of it in reference to when you get booed and then people would call it a boo basket. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but like it's called getting ghosted. The cool kids call it getting ghosted. But I'm not kidding. I used to look forward to that so much in the month of October because I would become a track star. I would sprint to that door like nobody's business. And then I remember many a times I would sprint too hard on the way out, and it would be like slick because it's the fall. I would slip and like fall
And you
down
get
hills
caught.
and like then try and like hide in a
Dodge,
bush.
yeah.
I never got caught.
Okay, well, now these wags have their own version of the Boo Basket, which is that
It's just a care package.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to set the record straight on that because we kind of had a fight about it. And so now we're going to put an Instagram poll up. I don't know if it's going to be on my account, on Caroline's account, but we will be asking you if you know what a Boo Basket is and if you know what's right for you and your family. You're going you will vote
When you're
no.
here, your family.
Just kidding. Vote as you lived your life.
But yeah, it was just the publication calling them Boo Baskets. I don't
Right,
think the
they're
wags
not-
themselves were calling them Boo Baskets.
Exactly. They're just care packages.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And don't ask me what's inside of them because I was really fixated on the fact that she called it a Boo
We got a little like off topic ones,
yeah.
one may say.
We'll find out for next week what are in these care packages.
I
but not
think it's
today.
just like treats and like probably a lot of Advil.
like their dogs.
and like Motrin. They're like, I'm hurting.
Good.
Okay, one thing that listeners may not realize about training camp is just how quickly the preseason gets underway because Thursday night, we're watching football, ladies and gentlemen. Hall of Fame game, which kicks off preseason action, will be happening this Thursday evening between the LA Chargers and the Detroit Lions.
It's like not how someone from LA would say it. It's like how someone from Boston would say it.
Yeah, because I was born in Boston.
We know.
Okay.
We know.
Okay.
But according to you, like this game isn't usually particularly exciting, right? It's just like
Well, all preseason games aren't particularly exciting because for the most part, majority of stars don't really play in the preseason games, except for like the last one. Like the third and final, they're like, okay, finally we'll start getting a couple of reps and they might play for like a quarter or a half. But it's really at coach's discretion typically.
It's just
because
for
they don't want anyone to get hurt.
right. And it's just like for the men at home to feel like they have something to look forward to.
It's like
maybe.
a little teaser,
Yeah,
you know?
Little
But the
taste.
Hall of Fame game, like every year, some former players are inducted into the Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. A couple years ago, the Jets were the Hall of Fame game. And Canton, Ohio, let me tell you, it was tough for me to go there because, you know, me and Ohio notoriously don't get along. I had the best sleep of my life. I think I slept for over 12 hours one night. It was glorious.
I think maybe you need to like do some repairing with the state of Ohio.
No.
Okay.
But anyways, so that's happening on Thursday, and then once that kicks off, then we get more preseason games underway. So football's coming to a screen near you very soon. In some good news out of the NFL, well, actually, I guess it's technically like college football, but Deion Sanders held a press conference this morning, and he announced that his medical team and him announced that he had a bladder tumor. His bladder has been since removed, and he is now cured from cancer.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So he was kind of dodging health questions for a while previously this year. No one really knew exactly what was up, but this morning he came out.
He is the coach of the Colorado Buffaloes.
You are so sporty.
I know.
Nailed it.
I know.
Yeah.
I learned that from doing this show, guys. You think like I found it elsewhere? No, it's from literally coming here every single week to you. So if I can learn something, you can too. There you go. This is not a lost cause.
All right, let's move on with some NBA playing the field action. This one is all about playing the horses and features Nugget star Nikola Jokic.
In a now viral clip, Jokic can be seen shedding actual tears of literal joy. You would have thought like his first child was just born and he got the call.
Yeah.
You know? But no, he was crying because his horse won in a race in Serbia. I think the town is called Subotica.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There was a side-by-side video of him comparing him after he won the NBA championship and then post winning this horse race. And everyone is like, damn, he really is just doing basketball as a hobby.
Yeah.
Like his
This
passion
is his 9 to 5.
is horse racing. Like he loves horses.
He's just a guy.
He's
who
a
loves
horse girl.
He really is a horse girl.
Yeah.
And he is a horse girl that happens to be good at basketball.
Certified horse
Not
girl.
the other way around.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, because they did like he like sprayed the shit out of his like horse riding team and the horse, honestly, with champagne.
With the like NBA championships in the locker room, he's like half-heartedly spraying champagne.
Didn't even try.
Just
those champagne goggles were like not even no champagne on them.
He knew that he wasn't getting
He didn't
crazy.
care. He wanted to go home to the horses.
Correct.
I'm so happy for him that he has something outside of basketball to look forward to.
I'm just like happy that
when that
he was that happy.
Yeah, right.
Like,
it's
wow.
nice to see a man smile. You should smile more.
Okay, speaking of Jokic and playing the field, LeBron James sparked a ton of speculation and gossip over the weekend following a social media post by Jokic's. That's a tough one to say.
Sounds like artichoke.
His agent.
Nikola's
agent.
Exactly. His agent posted on Instagram. Well, first of all, his name is Misko Raznatovic, and in the Instagram post, it's a picture of him and LeBron's agent, Maverick Carter, and they're sitting together on a yacht in the French Riviera in Saint-Tropez. And the caption reads, "The summer of 2025 is the perfect time to make big plans for the fall of 2026.
They're not even like breadcrumbing or like soft launching. They're just being obnoxious.
Well, what is happening?
They're just like trying to kind of drop hints or, say without saying that there could be a possibility that Mr. James, LeBron James, might be playing with Jokic in the future.
Nicky.
Mm-hmm. And there's no way like he didn't orchestrate this. LeBron.
Yeah.
He's way too calculated.
It was so. I even think the post is a little weird, honestly. Just like that. The caption.
The caption is. It's not. It's giving fake as fuck.
Yeah. Not subtle.
No, but also it just doesn't sound like what anyone would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how people talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Make captions casual again. My God.
No, seriously.
Okay, moving on to some WNBA news. The Indiana Fever's Sophie Cunningham got fined over a TikTok video she made criticizing the refs. The video itself featured music from Sabrina Carpenter's new single "Manchild," which, let me tell you, banger, and featured the lyrics. How it goes.
You should sing it.
Stupid, dun, 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 dun. Or is it slow? Maybe it's useless. Yeah. Anyways, my argument is that she shouldn't have been fined because technically she didn't say the words. Sabrina did. So sue me.
It's also just like, what is this? A surveillance state?
Yeah.
We watching Sophie's TikToks now?
Yeah, we are.
It's crazy.
It's also just like $500 was the fine. Be for real.
Yeah.
Not that you should fine her more because she shouldn't have been fined at all. But like, again, it just exemplifies how little they're paid because a $500 fine is like,
I think I looked it up. It's like 0.5% of her annual salary. But she did tweet about it and she was like, I got fined for this. And she was like, this is just like funny to me. Doesn't the league have bigger fish to fry right now? They're like finding me for this stupid TikTok.
Objectively funny. And also not for nothing. It's not just like her complaining. It's Caitlin Clark's brother.
Everyone.
It's Angel Reese. It's everyone's complaining about the refereeing. So it's like, maybe fix the problem.
Mm-hmm. It's coaches too.
Call me crazy.
Speaking of clowning refs, I'm surprised that Paige didn't get a fine for this.
She might. If they're gonna, who knows?
Right?
Yeah.
We don't know. They don't talk about all the fines publicly, but Paige didn't play in a recent game between the Wings and the Aces, and she was she was courtside during the game and did not like a play that was called, and so she literally said to the ref, because she was wearing glasses, she was like, "Do you need my glasses?
Yeah.
Like, are we seeing the same thing? Do you need help seeing?"
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like a callback to a couple weeks ago at a Liberty game. Stacy from Soul Cycle. She's an older woman now, but she is like an apparently iconic Soul Cycle instructor.
Okay.
And she was the one who was like literally like rubbed her glasses and like pretended to hand them to the ref. Said it without saying anything.
I like a good little cheeky.
Uh-huh. But yeah, nobody's happy with the reffing. Everyone's just like, it's inconsistent. So
yeah, that needs to get fixed. It's not great. It's not great.
By the way, in case you missed it, Bend It Like Beckham is getting a sequel.
Everyone's getting a sequel these days. I feel like all the movies we grew up watching, Princess Diaries 3.
If you get like a proper film buff started on this, they're like, there's no original IP anymore.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
All the movies.
Have you considered that last week after we left the studio, they could have been filming Devil Wears Prada 2?
I guess.
What do you mean?
I didn't see anyone like recognizable. And I asked that guy what it was for. I forget the name that he told me.
Well, they tell you a fake name. You know that, right?
No.
Well, now you know. They tell you a fake name so that you don't like tell everybody that what's getting filmed there.
That's rude.
I know. Anyway, so Bend It Like Beckham's getting a sequel. Somehow I have not seen Bend It Like Beckham. To be fair, I was 4 years old in 2002 when it came out.
Blake.
And you would also think because like
Blake, I don't care.
The protagonist is an Indian girl. You know, there's very little representation, I should say.
That was good.
Representation in movies, especially of that era. So you would think I would see it, but my mom did not care. She
would
never
also
even showed
think-
me Milan.
You would also think that you would watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, but here we are.
Why would I watch that? It's literally for children.
It's a good show to hate watch.
I'm going to watch Bend It Like Beckham though, and Keira Knightley.
I'll believe it when I see it. Anyways, apparently all the OGs are
They're familiar with the fact that
all the OGs of the Bend It Like Beckham 1 are coming back for Bend It Like Beckham 2.
Wait, I read that they haven't committed yet. I
they haven't?
saw they know that it's coming. They know that there's a script.
Okay.
But they haven't committed to the script yet.
Come on.
I know.
Like, take one for the team.
Listen, if they just like don't do this movie, we should just all boycott.
Yeah.
What is the point of a sequel without the original cast? It doesn't
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
And yet I haven't seen the original, so I have like the lowest stake in this game.
I can't. Okay, but speaking of comebacks in soccer, NWSL is back on August 1st after a few weeks off for international games in the Euros and WAFCON. You know what that stands for? Women's Africa Cup of Nations and more. I really like WAFCON. Trinity Rodman, she's getting back to workouts with the team.
Yes, finally.
I miss that girl.
I'm
so
going
excited to see her back.
to the Gotham game on August 9th.
Oh my
and
God.
they're playing the Spirit. Actually, it's really fun. I'm going in a suite because, did I tell you about this?
No.
About how one of my best friend's dad is an assemblyman and he's good friends with Phil Murphy, the governor of New Jersey. And Phil Murphy owns part of Gotham. And so he has a suite. And my friend's dad texted him and was like, hey, can my daughter and her friends go to the Gotham game?
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. And my friend's dad will be there. So
love.
Shout out Wayne.
Love you, Wayne.
Anyway, I hope that, I doubt it, but I hope that by then she's back on the field.
Me too. I really
so
need
cool to see
her
her
back. I miss her. I've enjoyed the workout videos and the rehab videos, but I want.
We've also failed to consider that Ben Shelton could also, that mean that he would like have his Hab moment. You know what I mean?
He freaking better be.
Yeah, he better be in those stands.
Show up, sir.
But anyway, if you do want to get back into the action with NWSL games, we're going to leave some links in our show notes to show you where you can find out where to watch and when to watch.
Let's send it, shall we? Close it out. It's a quick episode today.
It's summer, honestly.
I know.
I'm sure you guys low-key want a shorter episode.
Yeah, they're like, shut
with
up.
With love.
We don't want to listen to you guys. That was romantic.
Guys,
okay.
We did a heart. You should watch the YouTube video.
One of our listeners DM'd me that she actually usually listens to us, but last week she had to go to the YouTube video because of the doll eye that I gave the camera. And she was like, I enjoyed it. And here's the problem.
It was so good.
Here's the problem. I forget that I do these things. And then I forget that people actually see
are
them.
like listening.
Yeah, because right now I'm just having a convo with my friend.
Right.
I forget that like people actually.
Can you do it again real quick?
No.
Oh my God.
It only comes out when it's deserved. Okay.
That means, I'm sorry, but like I said so many doll eye worthy things this episode.
Well,
that deserved it, right?
Clearly not worthy enough. I'm going to start out Send It with, I feel like this one went very viral. Everyone's talking about the Cleveland Browns helmet reveal event, which took place on a raft on Lake Erie. The giant helmet is like revealed and a team photographer or like videographer, maybe like social person.
Not a team photographer, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. He is walking around the side like filming the helmet and some of the people that were cheering on the raft, and then he falls into the water accidentally. However, we have discovered that it looks very staged, and everyone is saying it's staged. And you know what?
It was by this guy named Ross Smith. He's an influencer. He makes
flag.
videos with his grand. You know,
Red flag.
I saw this thing that was like, oh no, I forget what it was. I'm gonna tell you it later. It was like being an influencer as a girl is like being a SoundCloud rapper as a guy.
Oh, that hurts.
And I was like, that is so mean and scathing.
That is accurate and
literally
scary.
Yeah, never tell me that again.
Scary.
Anyway, so he's an influencer and he was filming it and he posted his point of view.
Yeah,
with
and it looks
a collaboration.
so staged.
Yes, but it was in collaboration with Dude Wipes, which Cleveland Browns doo-doo. But also, I'm really just fixated on the fact that they have special wipes for boys. Like,
I mean,
why?
We're just trying to get them cleaner.
It's just marketing.
Whatever,
It's just marketing though. And I'm
I
mad
know.
because they're just wipes.
I know, but here's the thing. Whatever gets them to smell a little less bad, I will take it. So that's all I can say. But yeah, so I really liked that, thinking it was original. And then when I found out it was staged, I liked it less.
I got upset.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for. We're, journalists. We're sifting through the misinformation so you don't have to.
Investigative journalism, baby.
Seriously. Okay. My turn. Do yourself a favor and check out this video of Cleveland Cavaliers center Jarrett Allen performing the closing credit dance at his wedding from High School Musical #1. The song "We're All in This Together."
Why do people pick their wedding to do these things? Like, that's what I'm just kind of confused about, because like, why on the day where like you look the best, you're dressed to the nines? Maybe it's because you have everyone in one place, but like,
it's because it's your wedding, so everybody has to pipe the fuck down for once and let you do whatever you want. She's doing the doll eye. She's doing the doll eye. She's doing the doll eye.
give me a break. Like, I don't need to see you choreograph a dance and like High School Musical your heart out on your wedding.
This does remind me of
I'm here to celebrate your love, not your love of High School Musical.
No, I'm pro. I'm so pro.
So
I think it's so fun.
Nope.
This does remind me of my freshman year roommate, who I really don't like, did at her wedding recently. She performed a song on like her bass. Like, she like played the bass and sang as like if she was a rock person.
But like, was it like a profession of love to her?
I'm gonna say no.
Then
we stopped following
what
each
the
other.
fuck are you doing?
We stopped following each other on Instagram, so I only got to see the update via Facebook.
Tough ending to the friendship.
Can I just?
Don't.
No, I wanted to share one anecdote, because I'm not somebody. I like a lot of people, and it was just this one thing that she said to me freshman year.
Oh God.
She was obsessed with the '90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
She thought she was like a punk rock princess. She loved Billie Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
Okay.
And because she was so obsessed with the 90s, guys, you're literally going to freak when I say this. And I want you to just like take it for what it is.
Okay.
She told me, I'm shaking, about to tell you. She was like, I feel like I was one of the kids at Columbine killed reincarnated.
Okay.
We were born in 1998, a year before Columbine happened. May they rest in peace.
She's something.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Crazy shit.
Interesting roommate of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that really didn't end well.
No.
Anywho dizzle. Yeah, I'm not for the performing at your wedding.
I liked the High School Musical, and I would do it.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't do it, but like I would do it just to prove you, and I would do it to make you sit there and watch. That's what I would do.
Moving on. This one was a rough watch. Savannah Bananas infielder Robert Anthony Cruz tried to do a backflip on live TV. And here's the thing: when you pull out a party trick, you better fucking know that you're gonna stick the landing. No pun intended. And he face planted on live TV, also on like a hard surface. It wasn't like
it also was like CNN. It wasn't like your local news station.
No,
it was fully a national broadcaster.
Yeah, not great.
He did share that he's like, I've done this flip tens of thousands of times. Like, I've done it catching a football. I've done it catching a baseball.
Though?
He does it all the time. He's a Savannah Banana.
But on that platform?
He said, I don't know about the hard surface. He did it on ESPN, he said. And he said that he had gotten like 4 hours of sleep the night before. And they put him on the spot. They're like, do you want to do a trick or something before you do your interview? So they threw it to him. And he did the freaking backflip. And he ate shit.
So funny.
You need to watch this one.
It was so funny. And that's like the only kind of thing that I find funny is like when people fall, it like really makes me laugh.
I want this to happen to you on air so
Shut
that
up.
we can watch.
Why did you put that in the atmosphere?
No, not to you. Like, so that you have to respond to it and be really composed.
Oh.
Bitch, I know you can't do a backflip. Come on.
I was like, that is so rude. You're asking for me to break my neck.
No, I want to watch you react.
Okay.
That'd be fun. To something embarrassing.
Okay. I could do that.
Okay. Anyway, last one is, this is one thing that I would maybe like to do in my life.
Okay.
Apparently there's competitive Simon Says. And so Red Bull shared this video. It actually, I looked it up, was from like a little less than a year ago, from last summer, of these two individuals doing competitive Simon Says. The guy who's calling the Simon Says is a professional Simon Says sayer. He does NBA and NCAA halftime shows.
Okay.
Of live Simon Says.
Simon Says sayer.
Simon Says sayer.
What a title. Interesting. You did ask, do you think that I would beat you and Simon Says? And I
think we could put it to the test right now.
I said no.
Just a quick round.
I don't listen well.
Sean, do you want to? Can you?
Sean literally said no.
Come on.
No.
I have fun in the studio.
No. I literally said no. I don't listen.
Simon Says hands up.
No. No, I'm not partaking with your games. Anyways, which one was your favorite?
I mean, I think the one that everyone just needs to see, because it'll instantly bring joy, is the guy eating shit.
Savannah Bananas. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
So we're aligned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even after all that fighting. Look at that.
Seriously.
Bring it on home.
It's charged today. That's it for this
man.
episode, guys.
Yeah, sorry there was so much fighting and discourse, but we'll be on our better behavior next week.
Yeah, it's summertime.
But we'll be back in studio next Tuesday with another episode of Well Played. So thank you for listening, and until next time, thanks for listening to Well Played.
The only podcast in a league of its own.